So, hi there, my name is Mike. I was a student nurse at the University of Portsmouth, studying nursing, and I'm now a staff nurse working in AMU, Acute Medical Unit, at East Surrey Hospital. Yeah, so I study at the University of Portsmouth. So the reason why I came to the University of Portsmouth was due to the fact that previously I did study nursing at a different university. However, I didn't progress through to my third year. So doing more research, I found the University of Portsmouth. So I spoke with them, and they seemed really, really nice, really, really engaging, and they really, really wanted to take me on. So I said, yeah, it sounds like a good university. So so I went for an interview, and they all sounded really, really positive. And then they sort of gave me the place. When I got to the university, it was all pretty overwhelming, especially with the amount of people in there, because there was 120 people in our cohort. I think there was more than that. Anyway, so it was really, really overwhelming, wondering whether I was going to make friends, how many friends I was going to have. And obviously before I started university, I decided to move down to Portsmouth, as I lived quite near Gatwick Airport. And I thought it'd be good to move down to university just in case of any placements, because with placements you could be placed anywhere around the area. So I thought it's best to do that. So sorry, I don't know whether you want to come in, Debbi.
Yeah, hello, Mike. I'm Debbi, one of the teaching team here on the Adult and Mental Health Nursing programs. So first of all, congratulations on qualifying. That's fantastic news. You were part of our first ever cohort. So a massive achievement there. So what did you particularly like about the University of Portsmouth, maybe facilities or the way that we organised placements? Because as you said, you'd moved down from Surrey way. So how did that work with your placements?
So with my placements, all of my placements were quite close to where I lived back in Surrey. So I just had to travel to and from, which was good. Although you are given the choice whether you want to stay in Portsmouth if you can, or try and have your placements closer to home. And my placements all have to be quite close to home, which is quite good. So it's really good. It's quite convenient, actually. Yeah.
Thanks, Mike. So one of our key facilities that we're really proud of is our simulation suite. So you had experience of working in the simulation suite, using it as a learning environment. Could you give a brief insight into your experiences of working within the simulation suite, please?
So when I first got into the simulation suite, I was quite amazed with the facilities that they had. So they had 2 simulator wards, a GP centre and a simulator flat, which is really, really good. And we used it every week, pretty much every week. And the great thing about that is the simulation provides quite a safe environment for you to really kind of practice those nursing skills and home in on your nursing practice. The great thing is you're working with other colleagues as well, who may have different experiences, who have been to different placements and come back, and all have different things that we can share between each other. And as I said, as it's quite a safe environment, it's quite safe to make mistakes, which is a good thing, because it's the great thing about simulation. It's more of like a discussion as well, in terms of practicing, doing different scenarios. So whether you are in whether you're doing district nursing and you're going to someone's house, it's about learning those key communication skills as well. And it's great getting different feedback from your colleagues and how you perform simulation as well. Yeah, sorry.
Okay, no, that's great. Thank you. What if you had to look back over your 3 years with us? What was your favourite part of the programme?
My favourite part was taking part in SIMEX. That was probably one of my favourite parts. So SIMEX is a mass simulated scenario that involves all the different emergency services, fire, police, ambulance, military, and also other sort of organisations and charities. And they simulate different scenarios, disaster scenarios, so like tsunamis, earthquakes. And as student nurses, we got to participate as sort of actors and be casualties. And obviously, as you progress through the course, you then start taking on the role of a nurse as well. So treating those casualties, and you get to experience what it's like in those sort of scenarios in an emergency situation, and working with other services. And it was really, really good. I really, really enjoyed it. It was one of my favorite parts. And definitely going on placement as well. I really, really enjoyed going on placement. Yeah.
So what kind of mix of placement experience did you have, Mike?
So I had quite a varied mix. So my first placement was with the learning disability facilitation nurses. So that was going out in the community and meeting adults with a learning disability, and it was really, really good to see that side of nursing, because it's not something that's kind of really I guess talked about. What is talked about in nursing, but it's not something you really get to experience. So that's really good. I did lots of community nursing. I was working in GP centres. I went out with specialist nurses, so with the heart failure team, the COPD team. Also worked in intensive care unit, which was really, really, really insightful. It was really, really good. I really enjoyed that. And I also worked in different wards as well. I worked in early medicine, and I worked in AMU, the acute medical unit as well, where I happened to get a job as well. And it was really, really good. I had such an amazing experience. Yeah.
Fantastic. And we do strive to give all of our students kind of a mix of hospital-based and also community experience as well, so that you can find your niche. And you found your niche at the moment with AMU. Yeah. So that's great. But you also did a rather fantastic elective placement, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So in your second year, you get the opportunity to... the third year, you get the opportunity to travel abroad or travel somewhere else in the UK. So I decided to go with a friend over to Nepal, and we got to voluntary work in a hospital over there, just sort of see how nursing works over there, and experience the healthcare over there as well. And it was really, really enjoyable, really, really good. Yeah,
so that's
really
kind of something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life.
Definitely.
Obviously, with the elective placement, they are self-funded,
yes,
aren't they? So people can make different choices about what they do during the elective. So finally, if you had to kind of sum up maybe in one sentence about how you found studying nursing at the University of Portsmouth, how would you say to somebody else maybe who's looking to come onto a program?
So I found University of Portsmouth really helpful. Me myself being dyslexic, there was loads of support out there for me. I found it really helpful, especially going to the library. There are lots of resources. The lecturers themselves as well, really helpful. They're always able to help you or guide you in the right direction. Overall, so supportive. They're just an email away. Yeah, I couldn't really fault it. I just had such an amazing experience. I mean, they gave me all the tools that I needed in order to get where I am now, and that is working in AMU. Yeah, I couldn't do it without them. Yeah.
Thank you for that. Thanks very much, Mike, and all the best of your career. And thank you again for doing this little talk for us.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.